Okay, guys, this is kind of like the part two. So you will see here all the parties that are going on this week. The good thing is that most likely you'll probably be monitoring about 5. That's the goal, 10 a week. But you can see here that I'm monitoring all of these right now, and they're all posted up here. So Kelly C, Caitlin, Dawn, Jan, Joni, Stephanie, and Shannon. So these are all the parties that I need to put the post into. And we found this to be the most efficient way to do this. So then I'm going to go into the first party, and I'm going to drop down into the board extension, which is here. So we'll click that. Hold on, I'm trying to make this mouse a little more obvious. So we'll click the board extension. That didn't work. Okay, we'll click the board extension. Who knows? And then we're going to go into the first post. Now, remember, it is up to you how you want to get this first post out. But this post does have to have the @everyone on it. So because I am on Sunday and it's in a live fashion, I can do @everyone in all of these. Okay, so it's up to you how you want to do it. But we'll talk more about that because I do want it to be as efficient for you as possible. So here we're going to take this post and we're going to do a right click and we're going to paste it. Now this is a Mac, so it might look a little different than what you're used to, but this is the first post. We don't actually use the host name any longer, so that we don't have to worry about if that's all correct. Just want to make sure that this link is blue and live. And then we're actually, you know what? No, I don't want to confuse you. We're going to do a post. Okay. Now, all the other ones are going to be scheduled. So this is the one you have to decide how you want to do it. So here we're going to do @everyone. And where's my @everyone option? Okay, whew, that got me scared. All right, @everyone, and then we're going to click post. And now Kelly is done for post 1. Okay, then we're going to go into Caitlin, and we're going to do this again, paste it. And let's try something here just while we're doing this live, just out of curiosity. Okay, so let's just see if this works. I don't know if this is going to work, but this would be a way to schedule it if it does. So you guys are actually, this is great because you guys are actually all in the party. So this is Caitlin's party. Let me know how this showed up for you. And then we'll have a very good idea how this is going to work, if we're going to have to go into the comments or if we can do a scheduled @everyone. So I'm actually going to schedule this one and just get it as early as I can. So this one is going to be a little off on the times, but the earliest I can do is 9:55. So to just try this out, we're going to try this and we're going to click schedule. And now we can verify the schedule by doing a refresh. And there's the scheduled post. Okay, we're going to do it the way I think it's going to work best for the rest of them. So we'll just click paste and then we'll click post. And then we'll do @everyone. So we're going to test Caitlin's party. So just remember to kind of look at your post at 9:55 and then show me how it showed up for you. And then we can determine what's going to be the most effective. So now that's in Dawn's. And now we're going to go to Jan. Once you get the hang of this, it's really actually a pretty quick process. I'm going to try something now while we're doing this. We're just going to see if this works. It might be double trouble or double work, I should say, but we'll see. Because I don't have a whole lot of patience going back and forth. But now let's go back to her because now she is posted. You got to be careful, though, when doing little tricky stuff like this because it does get a little hairy scary and you can mix something up. So in the beginning, don't do any of these kind of like off-the-cuff tricks. Just get your stuff done one by one. This first week is going to take a little bit longer for sure. But next week, you should be able to slide through this pretty effortlessly. So we're going to post this. I'm going to go back and I'm going to hers and I'm going to get ahead of the game. And we're going to post this. And then I'm going to go back to Stephanie because now she should be posted, which she is. I'm going to do @everyone, which if I could spell it, it would help. There it is. And then we're going to, whoops, where did that go? Oh, okay, there we go. Sorry, post. Go back into Shannon. Do the same thing @everyone. Whoops. And I am going to show you guys something here since we're going to be watching a little bit how this works. Okay, so we have all of those done. All right, so now post 1 is done. All right, we didn't schedule any of those. We just did what we were supposed to do. Now we're going to go back to Kelly, back to the beginning, and we're going to click the boards again. And now we're going to start scheduling. So this says post 1 at 8 a.m. Well, obviously we're past 8 a.m. right now, so we don't have any choice. So we're going to click this. Whoops. We were supposed to do a right post. So these are good examples of what not to do. So wherever your cursor is where that post is going to go. All right, so let's go back into boards. Let's click our post, drops it right in there for us. I love it. And now we're going to schedule all the other posts. So we're going to schedule this. And again, today's a little bit off because of the times, but we're going to take whatever they give us and we're going to schedule that. Okay, now I can pull out of there, go into the next one. And hopefully I can just do a quick paste. I can. And now I'm going to, and remember, don't post. So don't go too fast because you can mess up. But let's say you do post it, go back in there right away and just delete that. I don't like that this is scheduled at the same time, but we'll see how this all works out because Facebook gets really funny about everything. And so I don't want 5 posts coming out at the same time because they could potentially flag that. So let's just see how this all works. It's going to be a little trial and error, but that's okay. We will figure this out. Okay, back to that time. See, it keeps giving me. So I'm going to do this. I'm just going to push it out 5 more minutes because I don't want it to get all messed up. So you can see we're on Dawn. Now let's go to Jan. And I'm going to paste that. And then we're going to go into schedule. And I'm going to go to 10:05. I might have just done that. I don't know. We'll see how this all works out. I'm going to go to Joni. Paste it. Schedule. All right. Next one. Whoops. Ugh. It takes a long time to kind of get your brain trained. All right, let's do this one. Schedule. So actually, I'm actually figuring things out as we're going here. So now we don't want to schedule it on the same day if at all possible, because essentially what I want is all of these posts to come out at the proper time. And since we're already past the proper time, it's not going to work like that. So we have to schedule these in advance. So you guys get to decide. You can do it on Thursday. You can do it on Friday. Doesn't matter to me. It just has to be done before Sunday because it's not going to work the way we need it to. So let's go back to Kelly and let's do one more. So you can see here, I want this to come out at 8 a.m. This is going to come out at 8:01, 8:02, 8:03, 8:04, 8:05, 8:06, and then one at 6 p.m. But it's okay. It's not the end of the world. I do want you to walk through the boards and remember that when you are monitoring the parties, you're going to be using the hashtag game, hashtag more, hashtag party. Those are going to be your primary hashtags. There might be a hashtag fundraiser as well. But just remember those primary ones that we use. So now we've copied that. Go back into Kelly. We're going to paste this. And now we are going to set these back up. Wait a minute. I don't like the way that looks. Oh, well, we'll just keep going with it. All right. So let's start this group of, well, again, this timing is not going to matter because you are going to do it completely different when you're scheduling them in advance. You're going to do the 8:01, 8:02, 8:03 process. But the reason okay, so here's a good indicator. I'm talking and trying to train you guys at the same time, and I think I made a mistake. So let's refresh. And let's see if I did make a mistake. Okay, so we have 2 scheduled posts here. All right, so this one here is in 27 minutes. This one here is in 32 minutes. Okay, I'm good. All right, so that's the good way to go back and say, oh, did I make a mistake or did I not? Okay, so we'll keep going on. So I think this is going to just, again, take a little trial and error. I just want to remind you, don't try not to like say, oh, I'm just going to do it like this. I want you to ask me every time you have a pause in your thoughts, ask me, because I wanted to make sure that everything is like cycling out at the right time and we're following this process to the T, because there is a method to all of this. So watch the last video again as much as you need to, and then we'll just go from there. But again, if you have questions, just pause and ask me the question, and then we'll move forward. Try to do it. Again, try to do this on Thursday or Friday, because I want to make sure that it's being scheduled properly. And that way we can kind of take a quick look at it. When you're done scheduling your first day, when you come in here tomorrow and you schedule Monday, again, I want to check this because I'm talking, so I don't know if I'm doing it right. But when you do this, say, okay, I finished Monday. Can you take a look? And that way I can just review all the scheduled posts, make sure they're coming out at different times, and then make sure that they're scheduled correctly. So again, the very first post that we do of the day is we're going to be tagging everyone. So you got to figure out the way you're going to do it. I'm going to show you a visual example of that